Now, Atom is your application that you're using to edit your recipes, and also, of course, you're using it to develop your website for your blog. But you have here, you can see I've now exported, or I should say converted, one of my Markdown documents into an ICML document. This is what we need to put into InDesign. In the repository that you've been given, that you downloaded from GitHub, you'll find under Resources an InDesign template. Now, if you right-click over this template, you can reveal it in the Finder, so you can actually see where it is. And once you can locate it like this, you simply double-click, and this should open InDesign with that template. Now, in my case, it opened very, very rapidly, and I'm now just going to enlarge my screen so that it takes over most of the space here. As I say, it might be take a little bit longer for you, but this is now my my InDesign document. This is for just one recipe. Now, what I'm going to do is to place that ICML file, which is inside my recipes folder. Now, it's come straight there for me because I've already been working on this, but in your case, you may have to dig around to locate where this ICML file is. As I say, it's within your repository. It will be where you have exported or converted, I should say, from your Markdown. Markdown are the files that you're using to edit the recipes. So I've just got the one. I'm going to bring that in, put it onto cursor, as you can see, like this. Now, with the Shift key, use the Shift key because then it will create new pages if required. Okay, so here we have then the content from the ICML file. Now you can see that obviously I've got some things to do to this to make this work properly. The first thing is that you'll notice is my image is in the wrong place, but that's okay. We can sort that out very easily. Now, in order to do any work on this at all, we have to break the link to the ICML file. So we do that by going to Window and Links. And you'll see over here on the right hand side, I've got my markdown.icml file here. Just simply right click over that and unlink. This means that I can now edit the document. In other words, the content is now inside the InDesign document. First thing to do then, select that image that is seemingly in the wrong place. Go now to your window and go to Styles and Object Styles. You will find then within this template, already we have an object style set up called Full Width Image. Just click on that and immediately the image gets a much more sensible location. Right in the middle here between the text. Now, that particular object style is already set up for you so that it's got some basic settings for text flow and so on around the image. Now, obviously, you've got some work to do on this recipe as to how you want this to look, how you want to decide how you're going to decide each of your recipes is going to work, whether it's going to be a single page or 2 pages or whatever. You've got some work to do on here, but the basic idea is that you're pulling your content from your website essentially via Markdown, and you are going to build 10 separate InDesign documents and then put them together in the complete book. But for the moment, we just want to work on this one recipe to make sure that we use the styles that we want and make it look as we want it to look. More on that as we go through, but that's just the basic idea. How do we get the content from our website essentially, or indeed what we're doing with Atom? How do we get it from there into InDesign?